Trend four, I think we kind of touched on this earlier, but TikTok is actually taking over Facebook. Yes, even Facebook, and that's just on paper. Now we did have we saw a lot of headlines that were like, it's now the most downloaded app, taking over
Mhm.
Facebook. While it doesn't have the most amount of users just yet, it is slowly taking over just on the way that people are shifting from social being a supplement to now being mass media, as we've seen with TikTok having a place on streaming apps like Roku. It's taking over because people are watching it more. It's taken over because people are actually seeing that it is a platform where they can not only engage and watch television and watch movies, but they're also engaging more. Like, engagements are higher on TikTok than they are on Facebook. And you've been noticing a diminishing return on engagements on Facebook for a while now. Myra, I'm thinking that a lot of that may have to do with like Gen Z. What do you think?
Oh, definitely, it's Gen Z. I mean, they're all about the digital. They're actually all about their phone, and so the
Yeah,
fact that TikTok's on your phone, it's easily accessible, short snippets, super digestible, and it's funny. And the things that are trending, or they can learn so much. Like I'll go back to my son. He's like learned so much. He's learned recipes. He's cooking stuff from what he sees on TikTok. So, I mean, it is fun. Sometimes it can be it really sucks a lot of time out of your day, but it is an area, a place where you can learn. And the Gen Zers are just really driving that. It's just shifting to this place where you want your entertainment, you want it quick, and you want it now. But
exactly.
we're just seeing even the brands that are jumping on this, like Netflix, ESPN, they are taking notice, and they have been taking notice for the past couple of years. And there are definitely strides in developing influencer partnerships that are I guess they're trying to figure out how to break into the whole TikTok platform without feeling like, okay, you're not supposed to be here. So they're trying to really partner with a lot of influencers who are already popular there. So that is a trend that we're also going to see more and more this year, is all these partnerships, and they'll be interesting because the ones who trend or who go viral are the ones who are like have this creative, genuine, authentic content. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all lands.
I mean, Sarah, do you even have a Facebook page?
I do, but do I use it? No. I mainly had it, obviously to stay in contact with family and friends. But I mean, now I don't even open the app. And if I do, it's probably for, our company reasons. But that's honestly really it. Yeah.
But
TikTok,
do you
Instagram are the
know, like, I guess, how would you like to see brands using TikTok? Because as someone who really knows the platform really well and is on it, like, a lot of brands are inauthentic on the platform. They're trying to make this really polished product, but like, that's not really what TikTok is about. And
100%.
I think that a lot of brands miss. But how do you think brands should be using TikTok?
I definitely agree with you, Brika and Myra as well. She mentioned, not only tying in the creativity to it, but also being as authentic as you can, because that's what we relate to. And that's honestly why I feel TikTok is as big as it is, and it's only going to get bigger because of how, vulnerable you can be on the app and how accepting the community is on TikTok. And I think, once brands understand that and start, promoting and pushing out that type of content that can really resonate with people, they're definitely going to have a long time audience, a very broad and loyal audience, actually. So I would love to see that type of content being pushed out for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you touched on something very important there, Brika, is that that polished and really what is it called, the highly produced content.
Mhm.
That is not what resonates or gets the Gen Z or the millennials' attention. It's something that's very raw, that looks, just shot on your phone, like quick and
Yeah.
easy. So,
Yeah.
so brands are really going to have to transition to that type of format. So,
Exactly. And I
I
think too, to your point, Myra, I think also the prioritizing the channels, like that's a big thing. Like I've seen brands that we work with begin to deprioritize Facebook and channels like that, and now are moving over to using Instagram and TikTok as like their primary channels, and maybe just kind of like putting things on Facebook, like, maybe once or twice a week, because they're seeing more engagement, and the people that they're trying to connect with aren't on the platform anymore.
right.
So I definitely think looking at your channels and prioritizing the ones that are working, prioritizing the ones that actually have the audience that you're trying to market to, is going to be key in 2022, especially with the rise of TikTok.
Definitely.
So I am going to allow Sarah to introduce our final trends. Sarah, take it away.
All right. So the last trend of 2022 would be consumers taking over the conversation. And I think that ties in perfectly with what we were just talking about, just staying as authentic as you can be, not only with the content that you're pushing out, but also the engagement and the community management part of it. So like listening to your consumers, listening to your audience, and really hearing what they have to say and what they want, and just solving their problems for them, because obviously at the end of the day, the consumers are right, the customer's always right. And that should always be the brand's goal.
Exactly.
And what I think, what's also part of that is it's really about user generated content. So
Yeah.
that's going to continue to grow, because people are becoming more knowledgeable and more, I guess, just open to videotaping themselves and just putting content out there. And so that will continue to grow. And so that's going to take a larger role overall, I think, in marketing strategies. Like if people are generally showcasing something, a product that they really love, and tagging the brand. It's at the brand's opportunity to find that content and then incorporate it into part of their marketing strategy, because it's the real people spaces that will capture the real people's attention. So I think that's going to be really important. And there's just a lot of opportunity there for customer collaboration. So customers who are advocates of the brand. So it would be ideal for the brands to really identify those customers who are advocating for their products or their services, or just showing a lot of love towards the brand. It would be ideal for the for a partnership there, another partnership that really can capture a different audience and give them that real, genuine content that's not highly produced or overly, looks like it has a large budget. So,
well, I mean, and that ties in perfectly, Myra, with like what we do, like kind of just like how we work with brands to just do social listening. Like the best way for you to have understanding and always on understanding is by social listening, because as we stated previously, all of these departments benefit from social listening, understanding what customers are saying, understanding what's the gap that your product or service could potentially feel, how they feel about your product, and things that are wrong or right with your product. There's so much that social listening kind of like really gives you, and UGC is just a part of that, to be able to find those nuggets, to be able to find those pictures and videos from consumers who love your brand, even those who are detractors. I think that that's immensely helpful, because if I know that maybe I don't offer clothing that fits to plus size consumers, maybe I need to go and find that clothing that they would like. Maybe I need to make sure that I have enough of it that they would want to wear my brand. So I think that there's just, even though consumers are taking over the conversation for brands need to be proactive and look into social listening, so that they can not only understand the consumers, but use that content that they're creating for their brand.